Hey everybody, this is Boot Shoppy. Welcome to the show.
Think of younger days.
I gotta play the fucking Yanks. Almost trade deadline. Oh, I'm gonna. Good. Exactly. Dude, can you believe that fucking guy, man? $30 million an hour, like a year, bro, and that's like what you say? He's like, they already went back on their word, and it's like, dude, what? Yeah. But, you know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you remember it all. Like, the only one thing I was thinking about, like, why you're holding back on playing and saying, like, nah, I don't want to play. Like, bro, he wasn't good at first base when he's been there before. You know what I'm saying? True. True. Alright. My argument is dead in the water. Because at the end of the day, bro. Well, and but also, this is the thing, bro. You get paid $30 million a year. You're supposed to say, bro, like, bro, when Mookie Betts got injured, he was like, oh, you need me to come in the infield? Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Yep, same thing. Whatever you need. Yep. And they were talking about that on the radio, and obviously a little different. He's been in the infield, but like all the play, I was like, bro, you're talking about bright. They had established careers before they got hurt and moved in or whatever.
About I don't wanna confuse you for confusion. I don't want to wander.
Yep. Right. I gotta take a piss real quick. But yeah, I don't play first base. And you know what? Real quick, did you see this idiot Tristan Casas, bro? Tried to like run interference with the first baseman, trip on the fucking bag, and blow out his knee. Am I the only one that noticed this? Bro, go back and watch it. When you watch it from like home plate baseline, you know? Bro, this dude shifts. He shifts towards the bag holder. And then like, bro, he stubbed his toe on the bag, bro, and blew his leg out after he like tried to get close to the first baseman to like run interference. Yeah. I was like, motherfucker, yo, when I watched it, I went like, don't get me wrong, nobody wants it. I don't want nobody to get hurt. Yeah. And it's like, that's what you get, motherfucker. But anyways, I gotta go pee. But yeah. Well, here's the thing with Tristan Casas, bro. Like, especially like when we got Bregman. Nope. Bregman should play second. Don't give that new kid who's like in the lead for Rookie of the Year right now, Campbell or whatever. Like, bro, you haven't even played a full fucking season, and who the fuck are you to tell somebody how to run their team? You can't even fucking play. Yeah, still talking about Tristan Casas. Bro. I love Bregman. Bregman's been awesome. But you know, you want to? So you know all the guys on the radio that I tell you about that are like me and you, the fan of the people. Do you want to know how they feel about Tristan Casas around here? More so Jim Murray, because Felga didn't grow up here. But yeah, that show. Yes, that show. Yep. Bro, they look at... Yeah, because Murray's the guy who does the headlines. Right. But Felger and Maz, bro, they look at Tristan Casas like Jeremy Swayman. Not good, dude. Not good. You talk too much. You talk way too much. And you have ideas and opinion. Bro, shut up, just get paid and play your position. Fall in line, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And it's like, you're not them. So it's like, bruh, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Right.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Yeah.
Okay, all set to go. Digging in, Cedane Rafaela.
Right.
And a pitch. Outside. And that's how this game gets started.
No strike.
Speaking of Kyle Schwarber, I have a 99 Cubs version Kyle Schwarber in Diamond Dynasty.
Jordan with the breaking ball just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
In the air, right side.
What?
DeLauder makes the grab on the run.
Oh, yeah.
And stepping in for Boston, Jackson Holliday.
Like, bro, I had never heard of him until we got him. Yeah. In the Cubs. Yeah. And I forgot, right, and I forgot, like, about that he was part of that. Because I was more focused on Anthony Rizzo, the bigger names, when the Cubs broke that broke that curse or whatever. Are you inside, by the way? Do me a favor. Oh, you just went outside. When you come back, I'll have you do it. I'm gonna have you share your voice. You have to go into like where our party voice chat is. You go to the 3 circles. Voice chat settings and share voice allow. I just have a stream on and we have a pretty good conversation, and they can only hear one side of it.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, I did it.
Cool.
Because I literally just stepped out the door. Like.
Oh, really? That's why. And you're like, yo, I came back in for you.
Yo,
what do you want?
But yo, it's like the funniest thing in the world to watch. Like, you can probably look it up, like Phillies Kyle Schwarber, where it's like, you know that.
And I liked him.
You know,
I liked him when we had him.
But like, no, like, dude, he's great. It's the same thing as like, dude. He's a great teammate, and like I said, like, he's like one of the most, in my mind, like one of, if not the most all-time
underrated,
not underrated, deceiving slash lines.
Well, so when Chaim Bloom, right, traded for him or whatever, and he was hurt, and I'm like, Kyle Schwarber, and like, well, he's a bat, right? And like, I don't know, dude, all of a sudden I watched him and I went, whoa.
Dude, but like, just like that shit he did with the Cubs, where he, like I said, with his fat fuck frame, like managing to come back after tearing it at the beginning,
right,
and then like carrying them in that World
yeah,
Series.
You can't
to
sneeze
victory.
at that, bro.
But then like, why I say it's so deceiving is like, dude, this guy will have not even an anemic batting average. He'll be like, you know, flirting with 100 batting average.
Yeah. Like, and he shouldn't be here.
You'll think like, yeah, this dude should be in the minor leagues, just like, you know, at a glance. And then you look at the rest of his slash line, and it's like fucking an ungodly amount of walks. So his on-base percentage is off the charts, while still like flirting with 100 batting average. And then it's like 0 singles, fucking a slew of doubles, and then just all home runs.
Right.
One down, bases in.
Well, like, the other thing is, like I said, with his fat fuck frame, like, you can see, like, Phillies fans, like, post shit up all the time on Twitter and shit, so, like, definitely videos exist of, like, this dude be looking like a fucking roly-poly, and it's like that fucking, that John, that viral John of, like, I got, wait up for me, I got little legs, like, dude, his legs look like they're just, like, little as shit with like how short his stride is.
As he had 3
right.
hits.
And somehow he's still like kind of booking it.
That's strike 1.
Like watching that man leg out a triple is hilarious and both, like, flabbergasted.
Right.
Time has scored at the plate. Maybe an
But no, it really is. I mean, hell. I was actually at the fucking game at Citizens Bank.
Shit.
When Schwarber hit the home run to break the record for leadoff home runs all time.
On the ground, right side.
I was actually seeded for that.
Whips it to Casas. One up, one down.
That's cool.
And up next for New York.
Yeah, Nick and Allie and all them went to go get food, and I was like, nah, man, like I already ate. Like
I'm here to watch.
Yeah, like my brownie more than kicked in. Like I'm here to watch some shit, and then like they get up and they leave, and then immediately after he
Like
smacks that
me
shit.
and Mike, like if we go to the Bruins game, he'll pick me up because he's working around here. I'll go back to the house with him pretty much already. We get literally fried up. Then we eat. We get there mad early, eat, hang out, so we can watch. Like Mike likes to watch warm-ups. He doesn't want to miss anything.
Well, I mean, that's just my thing.
He'll go piss in the middle of the period at the 10-minute mark so he can be in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, see, me these days, like my thing is like, yo, like I had my fun back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm here to watch, like for real.
Yeah, like no, like I eat my brownie, like
And that one is lifted in the air.
when I'm almost to the stadium.
Which is not far.
No, it's not even like 8 miles.
Dude, it took you. I remember we like left the house to go to the football game when we blinked and we were there.
Yeah, and we even we even went back across the border into the county to Cheltenham first.
Aww.
But like no, like that, like yo, like Nick and all them when they're like, yeah, like we're gonna go to the game and they buy the tickets and they're like, all right, so like you wanna like hitch a ride? I'm like, nah, y'all do your thing. Like it's gonna take y'all forever to get down there. Like me, I just fucking go down Harbison and hop on 95 and I'm fucking there.
Right.
Like it's a 15-minute drive for me. Your drive's gonna take hours because y'all are gonna end up on 76.
Right.
Like
yeah, no, like
I was there.
it was nice.
I've been there waiting for them.
I mean, granted,
like the last time when Nick gave me his ticket, and like Ale and Iris and her kids were there. Like they went down early because she had her kids and they, wanted to do things. There's stuff to do. Like it's great. Great. Have a day.
Right.
The game's at 6:45. I left the house at 6:15, 6:20 and was there by like 6:30, 6:35. Parked, walking to the stadium, and seated before, like for the pre-game shit, like first pitch and everything. Ceremonial first pitch type shit. It's just like y'all don't understand. Like it's not hard for me to get there because everybody going 76. Nobody going 95.
Right. Dumbasses, dickhead.
Yeah, Europe.
Yo. I was telling me and Famous were playing last night because I sent it to him too.
Wait, real quick. What was that dickhead's name? Casser?
Yeah, Tristan Casas.
Alright.
Our first Red Sox first baseman.
How do you spell his last name?
You know what? Since I'm playing baseball, I can do this for you and actually tell you.
Is he? Oh, I found
C-A-S. Yeah.
Just in Casas injury.
But like, dude, the play, I'm like, bro, I felt like he tried to do some cheap shit, dude, and tripped, like, stubbed his toe. And like, bro, he's going to be out for the whole year again. Again, bro.
Yeah, they're Cody Clemens. That pisses me off.
And there's 2 away. 2 out, space is empty. Here's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
What did you say again?
I don't think it's on the first baseman, bro. I think it's on Casas.
I don't know if he did a dickhead move there though.
If you watch it from the baseline,
I think that was just hustling.
Maybe. But, like, bro, the way he starts to shift backwards to the left when he's running down the line from the view from behind him. I'm like,
well,
bruh.
I'm just saying, it's not like the fucking, what was it, the Astros player trying to fucking bulldoze, you know what I'm saying?
No, but it looked like he tried to get close.
Like, first baseman, yeah, he not even blocking nothing.
Nah,
He left
and
the clear
it's like,
path.
bro, you got too close.
I think that was like almost like a stutter step, half step, and it fucked you up.
Maybe, but I'm like, bro, you tried to shift over, interfere, and look, it cost you your season.
Like, you should have just kept with your full stride you had going and touched the back of the bag.
But not good. I'm like, bro, because he's on the outside of the line, and then he shifts inside when he gets close.
So
I think he's a douchebag. So
I would argue it's not at first base. He shifted in. The dickhead maneuver is the pitcher fielding it. That was him shifting, trying to fuck with the pitcher.
So he tried to do something.
And then seeing the replay in slow-mo, it wasn't a stutter step, it's that he fucking overextended at the end there.
Yeah, like at the time when it happened in real time, I'm like, did this nigga just stub his toe and blow out his leg?
You overextended, straightened your fucking leg out, had no give to it, and it just, yeah.
So easy to look at the big boys.
It was too much force. That's it. Too much force.
But yeah, so at first, that's why I was like, yo, I gotta get your opinion on this, bro.
Yeah, so like I was saying, like I would say,
because everybody already thinks he's a douchebag. I think he's a douchebag.
Yeah, the dickhead maneuver is not where you thought it was. The dickhead maneuver, in my eyes, is when he was trying to shift the fuck with the pitcher fielding it.
But I'm like, bro, like no one's allowed to interfere with you, and you're trying to interfere with people? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it wasn't so much that he was, like, looking to, bulldoze the pitcher fielding it. He was just trying to make him think twice. And then, yeah, he just literally, his leg was fucking straight, and it just fucking
buckled.
Landed and buckled, yeah.
But, like, I'm watching it from behind, I'm like, dude, this motherfucker, dude. I'm like, all that shit you're talking, and like, bro, you're not even going to be able to play all year again.
Yeah.
Out towards left center. Makes the catch. And there's one.
And I don't know, man.
And next for the Red Sox, Christopher Hardy.
You can fucking sell Rafi Devers, too.
At this point, yeah. But what are you going to get for him?
I know.
He ain't even gonna get a bag of balls.
Yeah, dude, he ain't doing shit.
You
know what? Well, like, you'll have to sell for pennies on the dollar. You'll have to sell for pennies on the dollar, and then wherever he goes, he's gonna ball the fuck out. And then it's gonna be like, whoa, we got a 5th round pick. It's like, yeah, nigga, it's not enough. I mean, and I don't even know how, like, that kind of stuff works with baseball, like how I do know with, like, hockey and stuff like that. Oh, nice. Here we go. Here we go, we're on base.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
It's my catcher.
Solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it in.
Cool, I look at it a lot differently now.
Those always feel great.
And now, Zidane Rafaela. And the 0-1.
But yeah, speaking of that, it's just like, yo, like, we couldn't continue to roll fucking Schwarber out in left field, like.
Yeah. Is he actually a fielder?
And that'll do it.
Not a very good one.
What was his natural position?
He was
when he was young,
first base.
In his prime.
Yeah, Cubs he was catcher for his base. But once again, Harper's there now.
Right.
And Casty got better when he moved to right.
That's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
So like it was like that. That's why we're at the problem and the impasse we at now.
Right.
On the ground.
Where like
Just foul.
left field, center field,
Up and in. Strike 3, you're out.
we just be
Oh, fucked him up.
platooning it and haven't figured shit out and continue to not figure shit out.
Casas makes the grab, and there's one down. So the batting order turns over.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
Freddie Lucero. He's 0 for 1.
You know, Red Sox are a dumpster fire. What else is new?
True.
That misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there.
2-1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Give you a split finger this time.
Next offering is downstairs.
3-1.
Ooh.
Foul ball there. And here it comes. Right side, Casas. He handles it himself. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. And here's the first baseman, Esteban Trejo.
Esteban Trejo.
And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. There's the strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight.
And
Sit
on
down.
strikes. It is
Sit
a 1-2-3
down.
inning.
Of course, the Red Sox always have an error.
Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop Jackson Holiday. The pitch. And a foul ball.
Daddy's swinging at everything.
Right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Heard that. Wish I had heard that.
And I'm drunk.
Yep.
Gets it to first. And one gone.
That's exactly what I was
Not
thinking
quite
of. He goes, I'm almost there.
Scoreless
funny.
here, but now he's got
I mean, I had a pretty stiff one to start, but
Nice.
Gotta be careful when you're talking about
Yeah,
a
I'm
hitter
just
with this type of
smoking
slug
my dabs.
and these type of home run totals.
Keep frying them up.
Gets the squeeze on that
Fuck,
one.
dude.
And there's 2 down. Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox.
Speaking of which,
0 for 1 so
should probably
far.
take a couple pitches, so.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you have a really good day out there in the mound.
2 down, nobody on. Good eye right there. 4th inning underway, no score. Upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't intentional.
yes, I'll
He wasn't
fucking
exactly trying to attack the
see if
zone.
I can make one of these 99 plus
Here
picks.
is Devers. Fly to left his first time. Right through there for a strike.
High velocity fastball is,
Oh my God, he
I think,
walked
a
me.
little frustration with the previous hitter. Still, pitch inside the
Bros helping bros, you know?
Here in the second
He was
game
like,
of the
oh, say you want a dab, heard that, I got you.
Yeah.
series. Throw in,
He like, hold my beer.
2 on now with 2 away.
Dude,
Well, the last 10
Tristan
games or
Casas
so
earned a
have been
walk.
anything but fun at the plate for him, so
I've been
that
swinging,
has to
you know,
feel good.
at everything.
Tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He
Yeah, well, you know, man, I'm drunk.
Even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great.
Come
when you
on.
miss it like that.
Makes the grab, and that's the
Be
inning.
a bitch to open all these, but whatever.
Yo, and Aaron Judge is old. I don't think they like have any shit. They let Aaron Judge leave. I don't even know like what their roster looks like.
Well, definitely don't have Juan Soto.
Yeah.
It's funny how people just be clowning that bull.
Yeah.
Like, they're being like, posting up fucking tweets of the videos of like the last at bat of the game, being like, hey, your $700 million man living it up in the fucking Big Apple comes through, and then it's just him grounding out. Just like, bro, like, enjoy that fucking money, bro.
Might as well.
You chose the money over being protected by being, you know, in a lineup before or after fucking Judge.
Yep. You know,
but
once
have
again,
fun on the fucking
like,
Mets. Like, how
and real
people
quick,
want to go to the Mets baffles my mind.
right? And well, once again, $700-800 million.
It doesn't matter how good their roster is. Like,
No, it's all about the money.
You want to talk about teams being cursed after mentioning like the Cubs. Like, sure, they had their curse and you know got broken and shit. You know,
Yeah.
but like. It's the Mets. The Mets seem to like. I'm sorry, but their curse is worse than anything. Like people haven't said it's a curse or won't call it a curse, but like.
Yeah, it definitely is.
What else is that shit? Because like, there's a reason the phrase exists. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me living in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And being a Phillies fan, like.
Well, and the Bruins too. Like, I grew up with that word. I also, you know, Salem with Halloween and witches and shit, you hear curse a lot.
The phrase is literally the Mets gone Mets. Like, what can I tell you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in 2007, like, the year before the Phillies won the World Series, it was like 20 games to go. Phillies, like, 7, 8, 10 games back. And it's like, oh, like, the Phillies need to just, like, win, and, like, they need the Mets to just lose, and like, yo, like the Mets won like 2 games of the last 20.
Right.
Like
I did see that, by the way.
Like they had that shit in the bag. Mets gone Mets. Like they do it every time. Like, yo, like what? 2 years ago was it?
No strike.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause last year they made the World Series and then they choked that, but
right.
Like 2 years ago, it was like they had that once again that insane roster because their fucking owner like just doesn't give a shit about spending. And they like obliterated the fucking NL East and then fucking got swept in the first fucking playoff series.
Right.
Just like, dude, like I feel
but hey,
bad
so
for Mets fans.
so real
Like,
quick before I forget this, that's like another thing, right? See, like with me, and as you know, as your best friend, right? Like how sometimes I don't believe like of the talent that I have on the ice, right? And say like I go to a team, right, and I produce. And a different, like, bro, like, for me, I'm going to be hesitant right away because I think of what my teammates did to make me successful. I was, like you said, able to be patched out, like, in the sense that I was now protected because I had a certain player with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, right away, like, I get nervous, like, well, I want to play with the guy that we played good. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, it's
but a lot of players
right
do that,
there,
and they don't think
like,
think about this.
Well, that right there is like 2 things. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 things. All right, first thing. I've told you this like to no end. Like the early 2000 Dynasty Phillies.
Right.
Because, you know, like, yeah, they only won once, but they went back-to-back appearances. Nobody was touching them in the NL East. Like, they were an NL East dynasty.
Right.
They were always the NL East champs, and they were always fucking in the playoffs, you know, making decent to legitimate deep runs.
Right.
But I've told you before, like, if you ask me personally, when the window closed when you fucking, I mean, rightfully so. He wasn't worth it, and it was an absurd contract. I can't blame him for fucking, you know, skipping town to go to D.C. But the Phillies dynasty in the early 2000s, that fucking window closed the second Jason Worth went to DC.
He's 0 for 1.
Because with that lineup, he was the fucking righty bat breaking up the lefties with
Right. I remember
Utley.
that. I do remember that.
And a base hit up the middle.
So he was protecting that part of the lineup, and then once
Right.
that fucking was gone, they just went to hell in a handbasket.
Right.
But when it comes to like present day Phillies, which have, you know, I've gone off to no end about how like I be watching games when I'm at work, but like I don't really be watching them when I'm at home because I'm kind of giving them the fucking Sixers treatment right now.
Yeah.
Of like, yo, before the process, you couldn't get past the second round. The whole point of the process before even winning a championship was that we were going to at least make it out of the second round.
Right.
And as we all seen by now, like that never happened. And then fast forward to the shit show raging dumpster fire of a season we just had.
Right.
But the Phillies, I'm giving them that treatment because in all honesty, you're following the same path. Like, no, you're not tanking for draft picks like the Sixers did, but like you've literally regressed every fucking year. It was World Series, NLCS, where you got embarrassed by the fucking Diamondbacks.
Still didn't
Who
improve.
had no business being in that with you.
Found back our way, and that's out of
Like, I was at that fucking game 2,
one down base,
you know,
comes up empty.
down in South Philly, where we won like 10 or 12 to 2 or 1 or whatever it was. And we all left that being like, oh yeah, no, like, you know, like I said, like they had no business hanging with us and we knew it. And we all left that being like, yo, we got this shit in the bag, and then they fucking took it to 7 and fucking, you know, shit the bed. Then last year, you win the NL East and get fucking humiliated. Like, the World Series year, y'all had no business being there. You were barely squeaked into the wild card and went on a high run. And that was my thing about the Mets last year was like, everyone was like, oh my God, if the Mets win, I'll kill myself. I'm like, dude, the Mets ain't fucking winning.
Everybody settle down.
I was like, yo, the Mets are pulling the 2022 Phils. They got hot at the right time.
Right.
But aside from that, like, nah, it ain't like that. And like, that's what happened to them in the fucking World Series.
Yep.
Because the Mets go Mets. But like, for me, like, the Phillies, like, they're kind of getting the fucking Sixers treatment of like, you know what, like, y'all have just been regressing while being like, oh no, we gonna run it back, it'll be fine. Like, no, it's not.
No, you gotta improve.
So like, that's my thing with the Phillies right now is like, y'all gotta prove some shit because like, you know, like I said, I'll be watching at work. Like, sure, I get the updates, I keep track, but like, bruh, they came out this season, and straight up, yo, got to the point early on where you beat the bag out of the fucking Dodgers. And we were all like, all right, okay, maybe they are taking shit seriously. Like, maybe this is different.
Right.
And then after that, y'all just straight shit the bed. And started acting like, oh, so you're going to be like the Sixers and like, we ain't even going to give you ain't even going to play this year. Like, yo, like, we just going to suck. So, like, for me, it really is, like, after the regression, after seeing that side of them, like, that's why I be giving them, like, the slight, like, fucking Sixers treatment of, like, you know what, call me when you fucking do something.
Right.
And by that, I mean, like, in the playoffs, like, call me when you fucking win it all, because, like, there was multiple points last season, like, you know, like, okay, like, it's great you won the NL East, but, like, Y'all celebrating like you won the fucking World Series.
Yeah, dude, the job's
That's
not done
the last
yet.
thing I want to see. And then you came out and got fucking embarrassed. It's like, I'm sorry, but this is Philadelphia. All you gotta do is simple. You know, Jason Kelsey, like,
Everything came together.
numerous fucking Philly athletes have come out and said it recently, but like, Jason Kelsey during his retirement speech, like, you know, like they all say it, like, all you have to do in Philly is just give 110% every day. We don't care if you win or lose, as long as you're fucking trying.
Not dogging it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out at the plate.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, and it's Rafael Devers in the box. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Big
They're
foul
swinging
ball.
too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
But that's the whole thing is,
This pitcher's done a
we'll
good
love you
job
forever if you give
disrupting hitters' timing with
110%.
mixing pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep
We'll love you if you're winning.
consistent for the batter.
But you bet your ass we gonna let you know if you fucking up. And that's the whole thing about Philly and why it's hard to play here is majority of players ain't mentally built for that.
Yeah.
You ain't cut out to handle that.
That's hard hit in the line.
Right,
And
Joe.
a couple of quick
Fuck.
outs.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the
All
outfield.
right, let's see what I get. I think I can make this.
Who you making?
On that at all.
Oh.
Line drive.
Well, is it like a choice pack, or
Nice grab.
is it
Nah,
like
it's just a
NHL where
random.
you're gonna go build an individual player?
This one's just a 99 plus premium pack, one card. So we'll see what I get. Hopefully, some shit I already got. What?
And now the right fielder, Chase
The
DeLauder.
fuck?
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
I'm so confused. Where did my
That
shit
one
go?
fouled off. And the righty deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So up next, Woodrow Dunlap. That one the other way. Can't get there.
Maybe not. I thought I had, like,
Into
ooh.
scoring position. One away.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the...
Now this ball is down and could score a run. Play at the plate, safe, and they take the lead. 2 on, 1 out. Now the left fielder, Edward Olivares. And that one fouled off. Righty delivers.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Flips it for 1. Not in time at first.
Bullshit.
It's a fielder's choice. Freddie Lucero stepping in now for the Yankees. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. Late on that fastball. Dunlap at third. Olivares on at first with 2 down. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Well, we got out of that jam.
New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Christopher Barty. The pitch. And a base hit right there. And
go.
the tying run is on with a leadoff single. Matt Cronin takes over on the mound. 25th appearance of the year for him. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Craig Johnson. And now the catcher comes up to him, Kyle Teal. And the first offering is not close. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Proceed.
Stolen base. Let's go.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. So the tying run at second. Runner on the go again.
Oh, no.
Foul territory behind the plate. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Such a confidence boost for him to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Headed down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Move to second.
Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter.
I'm so
sure that he
confused.
can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release play.
In the dirt. And time call on the play. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot.
I feel like I just like built a bunch of fucking collectibles and then just opened the packs to get them and never got them.
A little bit, rolled over on it and beat it into the ground.
Jackson Holiday up next for the Red Sox. Out to short.
That's not good.
Luciano fires over to
Or
first.
maybe I'm just fucking, you know, head of
Now
drunk.
into the
You
game.
know?
Johnson. He'll be out in left field. Well, one-run game.
I brought my horse in.
Esteban Trejo.
I really thought it was there. Yeah, fucking good.
And that's outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Like the dude from the Wild Thornberries.
The 2-2.
Is his name George?
Whips it to Casas.
Sasuke, I got this.
Marco Luciano stepping in now for the Yankees.
I got Brian Abreu on the mound. Oh, Vaughn Grissom, you're a fucking shitty second
So a man
baseman.
aboard now with one away. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. There's a strike. Good here. 8. Abreu, a righty that throws with power. 34.
One more try. Because I had the play.
Fuck.
He shoots one out to right, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. Base is empty, one away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Adael Amador. Fastball for a strike. 1-1.
No, that's a ball.
Missed.
Too low.
Center field gets under it. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder. Chase still on it.
Midnight on the
Swing
dot.
and a miss. And that's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, throw to first. That ends the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Roansy Contreras. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. The pitch. And that one in the air center field. Dominguez sizing this one up, calls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your
Ay.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Contreras, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So now their final out. Here's Rafael Devers. Just missed.
Down.
Next offering in there for a strike.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. And another ball.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field.
Go.
That's down. One hops off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw.
And I'm out.
Tag. Got him. And
They
it's the
stayed
ball
with
game.
the double.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game.
Yeah, what can you do?
Pitchers
You know,
really
I
came
don't
down
come to
a
your
few
job
key
and swat the
at-bats.
cocks
This
out of
was
your
fun
mouth.
to watch.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Red Sox, no runs, 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 runners.
Acosté a dormir, pero si es pa' levántame. Tengo chavos con chapéame. Yo sé que tú también. Perdóname, no fue el destino, nada. Fui yo que te llamé. Qué rica te ves en mini. Trajecito bikini. Ferrari, no le gustan los Lamborghini. Mucha pasta, carbones, fettuccini. Las Scorpio son peligro, lo dijo Mela y Rumini. Ey, una dimala. Rolls Royce y le puse John Jimmy. Yo no soy malo, na bebé, ese es un gimmick. Pero el sol de pelo más que el define. Ella lo sabe, pa' Milán de compra, después pa' Rimini. San Marino, todo por debajo del agua submarino. La multicolor cristalino, le quité los valentinos. Nos fuimos, después se vino. Mala, mala, ey, la puse mala. La sala, en el baño me cala, se te regó la máscara. I don't know, yo no sé nada, yo no sé nada. Quiere Coco Chanel, Louis V, Bottega. La puse, no la mega. Ese tan lindo y tú con novio, baby, eso no pega, baby, eso no pega. Con mis prendas puestas que preguntan por mí, ella lo niega. Ey, nunca sale, pero si es por mí, ella le llega.
Ella le llega, ey, ella le llega, ey. Ya sabe que la cona es de México, Julieta Venegas toma, pero no juega Sega. Pregunta por mí por ahí, pero ella lo niega, ey. Bebiendo, yo me siento bacano. Yeah, mi cuello está frío, ya que Moncler y estamos en verano. Ey, me siento Luca cada vez que tiro porque no fallamos. Ey, me siento Luca Paguro ripiándote Gucci italiano. Ey, en la cama dejamos más que Tano. Ya son 4 y no nos agotamos. Yeah, walk con el fuego y lo mezclamos. 40 en tu cartera Ferragamo. Ey,
Quiere Coco Chanel, Louis V, Bottega.
yeah, la puse no la mega. Ese tan lindo y tú con novio. Baby, eso no pega, baby, eso no pega.
Con mis prendas puestas quedo ciega.
Yeah, preguntan por mí, ella lo niega.
Ey, nunca sale, pero si es por mí, ella le llega.
El sol salió, qué día tan lindo, imposible tú tengo cero estrés, solo siento paz. Todos los días son domingo. Increíble lo que hace, solo un poco de trabajo y fe. Lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo. Buena paga. Lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color.
Rubber game.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup
We gotta
of
win this
division
game.
rivals.
Fuck the
It's
Yankees.
the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees.
They're
Hell yeah,
54 and
fuck the
54. Yeah, man. I'm 60 and 49.
Should
We're
be
not even to
69
the-
and 40.
We're a couple days from the trade deadline, but we're not at the trade deadline yet.
The right fielder, Rafael.
As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm
No,
delivers.
that's outside. Ball.
That's outside. And away we go this afternoon. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Got it. Now 1-1. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackson Holiday. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Shortstop takes the ball. One out, base is empty. Strike two. Where'd that last pitch miss? Nice grab. From his knees, the throw.
Damn. Who the fuck's that guy?
Space is empty. Here's the veteran outfielder. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you
That's the ball.
also have to keep the discipline so that you're not making pitches that are just a little too high.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck.
Oh, yeah.
That's back. Oh,
Let's fucking go.
his 22nd homer of
Here
the
we go,
year.
baby.
It's 1-0.
Whoa.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Fly
Fucking
ball
see ya.
down the line. This has got a chance, and it is.
Oh, it's foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking,
It hit the
"I'm really
fucking-
hitting that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up."
Damn it.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. To the
Ah.
track, makes the
Oh, whatever.
catch.
It's 1-0. Thought we went, yeah, back to back. But like I told you, Tristan Casas is a bum.
Back now in the box. Now it's the second baseman, Freddie Lucero.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to pitch this game. Oh my god.
All set for the second inning. Devers
I'll pitch when it gets important.
Even, 235
Yeah, I feel
pounds,
that.
and he's been a silver slugger in the American League.
That's what I used to do. That way you could get through and be like, yeah, I'm at the playoffs and still, only been the same night I started.
Yeah, but also too, like I have like kind of
I'm
a
just more,
like
my thing
so
is like,
put
I'm
it
more
this way.
interested in shit like the trades and like,
Well, like as of
myself
where my
spending
team is
hours
right
just
now.
perusing,
Oh
you know
yeah,
what
of
I'm
course.
saying?
Like, but where my team is right now, I don't really have. He's like a rookie, and he is a starter, and his stamina is good enough to stay in the game, but his stuff is not. So, like, I'd rather just let the I'll sim as much as I can through the game, like, because I'm in this series.
I used to do the same thing. I would go.
Now we'll get to the 7th, and it's like, all right, I'm bringing in Brian Abreu.
I would just let it ride until it came time, and then the playoffs, I would play the whole thing.
Yeah.
That one fouled off.
That I definitely do.
Because it was a lot more doable in one night than, you know,
because baseball takes so long.
Like road to the show, like, cause you gotta play every game because you're trying to up your shit. Like,
right.
I just remember it's like you spend,
damn it,
you know, X amount of nights like getting through the regular season.
Yeah.
Then you get to the playoffs and you're all hype and it's over before you know it, sort of thing.
And then you gotta go back through the long ass season again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously I have like the stream on or whatever, and
back here in New York, on to the 3rd inning.
the chicken I'm seeing, she was a softball player, so she doesn't mind if I play MLB. She kind of likes it.
In the air, right center field.
Yeah, it turns her on when, you know, you handle those balls.
And there's one down.
She likes them.
And she calls me out. She calls me out for swinging and everything.
Yeah, well, you know. Tell her you're a pitcher. Let me see you hit.
This one in the air. Dunlap has this one sized up. And a couple of
Not everybody can be Clifford and Pfeiffer Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Cedane Rafaela.
That and Madison Bumgarner was another one. Pitchers just like literally just ain't giving point smacking a dinger.
Yeah.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd, leading off Freddie Lucero.
Honestly, yeah, it's me. Like it's a little disappointing that the NL doesn't still do that.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's nice to have a DH. Like, I'll openly admit
What
that to the fullest extent,
happened to
but
Madison Bumgarner? Did he retire?
he turned into a bum. It all caught up to him. Like, he may be retired, but if not, last I remember he was back down in the minors.
Damn.
Well, I mean, he got old, and dude, he had a hell of a lot of mileage on him.
Yeah, man, he did.
He was starting, he was coming in relief. Like,
yeah, dude, he was doing it all.
But it was absolutely hammered through the
I give him a lot of kudos.
If you're an infielder, you know they used to say, charge it.
Yeah.
When I was in San Francisco, I did get to go to that stadium, and that was fucking cool, bro. Like, going to that stadium and just walking around the outside of it.
What, San Francisco?
Yeah. I was like, bruh. Yeah, I mean, yo, we can go back, and this time we'll go inside.
Well, for how long?
The whole game.
When we're together, the question is for how long?
The whole game this time. No extracurricular activities till after the game so we don't leave.
Out there to center, Dominguez under it.
I mean, hell, like I say here, like, you know, like,
because, like, bro, once again, if we're gonna go, like, bro, we gotta fly out to the West Coast, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I wouldn't want to wait. It's not like, I mean, granted, you know, sometimes I think about it. Did we have a good time? But I wish we did Fenway a little different.
Time, but it's a little different when it's like, yes, I did not pay for a fucking whole ass plane ticket. Like, I just drove up and like all my costs were tolls and gas.
Right.
Whereas, like, no, like, you're going to San Francisco, like, yo, I'm paying for a whole ass plane ticket.
Yeah, let's watch the whole game,
just
bro.
To be here.
It's like, we're not even fucking Giants fans, dude.
No, I'm not at all.
Be like, why are you guys here? It's
But,
like, bro,
like,
this park's beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. It's like, dude, like, I wanted to see Fenway just because of the history.
And next is the designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom. He's 0 for 1.
Same as, like, yo, like, you know, like, if you were to come down here, it's literally an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. It's like, yo, if we wanted to, like, yo, like, we could go to Camden Yards back, you know, back in Baltimore.
Dad said the same. He's like, bro, Zach says, like, he'd go with you, you should.
Like, dude, like, Camden Yards is beautiful.
Iverson in his second season.
You just can't tailgate.
You just can't what?
You can't tailgate. There's like, to, like, put it this way, like, our cities are rare. Like, Philly's one of the few cities that you're allowed to tailgate for every major sport. I think in Baltimore, like, I think you're allowed to tailgate for the Ravens, but outside of that, there's no tailgating. Like, you can pregame and shit, like, on your own volition at your house or wherever, but Camden Yards, you cannot show up until a certain time, and you're not allowed to tailgate.
Oh,
but
shit.
Dude, it's a beautiful park. It's a nice afternoon at the ballpark. Like, it's a lot less fucking tense than being in Philly.
Right.
Like, honestly, like, there's like one game that I said to Nick I have half the mind to buy a ticket for cheap to go to, just because of the giveaway. Like, the giveaway is a Cal Ripken Jr. bobblehead. It's an Iron Man bobblehead. And when I say Iron Man, it's like twofold because, you know, Cal Ripken, the Iron Man, but it's Cal Ripken bobblehead, but he's in an Iron Man suit. And the bobblehead look cool as shit. I don't know if the game already happened or not, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I was just like, Nick, I have half the mind. He's like, yo, you should go. I was like, Nick, it's during busy season. I'm probably working that day.
Right.
Like, nowadays that you got me fucking in charge of overseeing Hatfield, even still to a certain extent, but since Shaggy's such a fucking useless dickhead, like, you know, you got me in charge of all caters, you know, truck jobs, everything, and overseeing that. Even if I'm not going, I'm overseeing it. Like, I forget what day of the week it is, but, like, I guarantee you, Nick, like, you're gonna have me working that day.
I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
We'll just see what happens, because, like, the other day, Shaggy clearly has been finally somehow, some way starting to realize that something was up, sort of thing. Because, like, what was it, like, last week at one point he texted Nick out of the blue, like, oh, how's your mom doing and shit? You know, that's why I was surprised Nick even showed up at all today, at whatever point he showed up in, like, the mid-afternoon. Because it's like, bro, like, I did not expect you to see today. Like, when you told me yesterday when you left after unloading, like, the wedding shit that you had in your truck, like, you were like, yo, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, for real? Like, I fully did not expect him to see it at all today, because I was like, yo, this might be your last fucking Mother's Day with your mom. But, like, yeah, it's just like, dude, like, you know, we'll see what happens. Like, the other day, the kid Caden, who's been working for the last, like, I don't know, I guess a couple weeks or so. You know, it's like an internship sort of deal. So, like, he, you know, Nick, the paperwork said he could treat his pay like essentially indentured servitude. Nick too nice a guy to do that, so, you know, he gave Bull like $10 an hour.
base hit.
But the kids at like the, you know, CIA Culinary Institutes of America,
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
and so, you know, I guess apparently these days they realize just like going to regular college and getting a bachelor's that, you know, you get out and realize ain't shit for you. Like, you know,
Now 2-0.
sort of like how my brother graduated with his, you know, shiny engineering on, you know, bachelor's from RPI, like the top engineering school in the country. Like, he got out of school and realized, like, oh, like, I can't get shit with this. Like,
Right.
so he had to go back and get the master's and the PhD that he did at, you know, Virginia Tech. I guess they realized, like, oh, so like restaurants are like, that's great, you went to culinary school, but that don't do shit in terms of like you not having any actual experience. You're just in a controlled environment, so like kids were just getting dicked. So like, yeah, this kid Caden, he be there, he like 19, he chill. I thought he was gonna be weird as shit based off his interview, but it turned out to be pretty chill. I guess it's the family that surrounds him, like, you know what I mean, like, he down to get high. But
Errors. Let's go, boys. Fuck the Yankees. Errors.
But yeah, no, I basically, like, you know, like I said, like, I guess they realized, like, you know, it wasn't doing shit because they had no experience. So he here, and like I like basically explained it to him. I'm like, dude, like, you can go on to do shit, and it's great you got this training, but like the point I've reached, like, yo, I've owned something, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of just, like, you could say in a sense, like, to some extent done it all.
Right.
And it's just like, I've reached the point where I've come to the realization that, like, I'm more than fucking down to just work at, you know, Meat Wagon, make damn good fucking pay, be able to afford to live, and I can afford to spend my money, you know, on my days off, and make fine dining ass type shit in my free time.
Right.
And like that's the realization I've come to, of just like, yo, like, that shit ain't worth it.
No.
I'll take the pay and I'll take the free time and I'll, you know, explore my shit on my own and, you know, further my passion that way, while also, like, you know, using it to fuel what I do here, because, like, I've changed a bunch of shit and how people think about shit in there already.
Right.
Like, Ale used to, like, you know, like, not want to hear a damn thing, and, like, now Ale come to me with anything and everything.
Right.
Like, the other day with the wedding prep, like, he was like, Nick was like, yo, Ale, like, I need you to cut up all this basil for the bruschetta tomorrow. Just make it look nice. And Ale cut, like, a couple pieces, like, a couple leaves, and then he came to me, he's like, dude, like, these look like shit. He's like, Nick wants me to cut them and make them look nice, like, help me, like, what should I do? And I was like, well, why don't you just chiffonade it? And he was like, what's that? And that's when I showed him, like, yo, take these leaves, stack them on top of each other, roll them up real tight, cut them, and chiffonade. And he was like, oh, shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he asked me, like, oh, yo, do you, like, the other week, you know, because it's busy season, plus we got those 3 shops running now. You know, there's points, like, you know, Nick had to buy, like, some different brand of fucking brisket because he had to go, it wasn't like his order like he would get from, you know, his usual shit.
Right.
So, like, he went and he bought these cases of brisket, and now he comes to me, he's like, yo, can you come here, like, look at these briskets with me, like, and tell me if I'm crazy or not? And, you know, Allie's trying to trim this brisket to get it ready so, like, you know, it can be seasoned and thrown on at the end of the night to be there for tomorrow for everything. And he's just like, yo, like, forget the fact that they're so small. He's like, yo, feel this shit. Like, am I crazy, or is there no hard spots on, like, hard fucking thick fat in here? And I was like, yo, like, no, you ain't wrong. Let alone he's like, you know, that's not it. Like, look at the point on the brisket. And he's like, it's so thin, the amount of fat, like, I feel like, you know, he looks at me, he goes like, you know, like I feel like I shouldn't even fucking attempt to fucking separate it. And I was like, yo, like looking at it, like, no, you're not wrong. Like if you try to separate that, you could completely dick that.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, like things like that, like there's just all these things, that plating, like Ale started following suit and doing the plating he's seen me done because he thinks it looks better and shit. It's just like, dude, like you don't have to be like a big dick swinging chef. Like you can just be a phenomenal chef.
Yeah.
Work a job, be able to live, and do what you want with your free time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like that's literally what I fucking do at this point.
The throws offline, safe at third.
Another home run.
Next for the Red Sox.
Like, bro, like, just last week alone, I took home over 1,500.
Right.
It's a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitch
Like, that's more than my rent in one fucking week. I already have my bills paid.
He swings and hits a fly ball.
You know, in full. Like,
right.
We're not even halfway through the month.
He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's an 8-run lead. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Well, that's the third run of the inning, and this team is doing a nice job of executing at the plate right now.
1 for 3. And a foul ball. Already
Dude, we're kicking the shit out of these guys right now.
All Red Sox in this one.
This pitcher just keeps serving me meatballs.
And Devers hits that one. Dominguez under it.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Alright.
Back in the Bronx.
I ain't expecting shit. Let's see what happens.
We go to the 8th. Here now the Red Sox DH.
I hope it's not a fucking repeat. Yeah.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Dominguez makes the catch, and there's one gone. Otto Iverson now at the plate.
Otto Iverson.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Man at first. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Kyle Teal. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bingham goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Alright, 99 plus. It'd be close if it was 100, but it won't be. Nope.
Now move to first. Iverson back in standing. Iverson stands at first with 1 out. Just off the outside edge. And the count 1-2.
Really?
It's a good take.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.